EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Easy. Watch QB drop. Switch. Big ace.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check pass. Mike's 22.
Murray now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. A gain of 6 there on first. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Mike's 22. You ain't doing nothing.
Now Murray again. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now, it's Logan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. TJ Logan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 50 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's what I do.
On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
To throw, it's Murray.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch his left.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Buying time to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Murray now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray escaping the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass? I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Come off the ball hard. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. Step it up. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. He don't know no better. 26 Mike. 26.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousin. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Excellent pick there by Buda Baker. And I remember when teams were preparing for him primarily as one of the better special teamers in the league. An all-pro as a rookie in that spot. He's grown into being one of the best safeties in the NFL. In 2020, named all-pro again, this time as a member of the secondary.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Big Ace open. Big Ace open. Watch the pass.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 35, Mike 35. I want that. Give me that ball, Give me that ball.
Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Cook with a first down and much more. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Swim. Omaha.
Murray now on first down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Logan. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Field's left. It's our field. Listen to me.
Cousins on first down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And there's a first down catch there by Andy Isabella, now in his 3rd season out of UMass. Used a bit more in the passing game last year than he was as a rookie in 2019.
First down, Murray. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Prater's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no run back here as the third.